Okay, just let's see what we got going on here with your images. You need to watch the way you set your files, okay? You need to watch how you're doing your file work. You see this here as you cannot see anything. You need to go into your layers and you need to flatten the image. That way, when you flatten it, the text comes out as one solid image, okay? Before this, it's like that and you can barely read it. So you need to do this before you submit it. All right, so let's take a look at what we have going on. The images are very busy. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. I'm looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking all different places, but I don't know what I'm looking for. I have no idea what my subject matter is in some of these. So let's go to some other ones. I wanted to close this one out. And again, we have some subject matter here. This is a pretty good image. Different images going on here, different subject matter. We have this one being helped, blind guy being helped here. We see this white stick up here, very indicative. That would be a good image to use when you have stuff like that, instead of people trying to figure it out. So you need to make that inclusive. See here. And still some good images here. I'm glad to see this is going on. We have some more images in this one, more people helping. And here's the images. When you do this, make sure they are sized correctly and you go into your layers and you actually flatten your image. That way we can read your caption. And make sure that your caption is also where it's supposed to be, under the image right there. Okay? And then when you have your image like this, that's when you go in and you crop your image to include your caption. And this is how you file your assignments, just like that. That's how I should be seeing them when you do this. The way you sent it was here. We have space on the top, space on the bottom, and our caption down the way bottom. And it should be sent in like this. So you need to work on your images a lot more before submitting them, and do not have them running like they do, unflattened. Okay, so it's a good thing here is we see it's very cloudy out. And we also see a different color cast in here. So I'm going to warm this up a little. I can actually warm it up going by color balance. If I wanted to, I can add just a slight little bit of yellow. And I'm also going to add a little bit of red. So we have a lot of blue in that image. You can see, let me get back up here. And we'll go to our image adjustments. I'm going to go to color balance again. And let's see if we can change this color. I don't know why it's not working on this selected image. I'm going to go back in my layers again. I'm going to make sure this is flattened. Make sure it's all one solid image. And now I should be able to adjust this in my color balance. There we go. A little bit of the yellow and a little bit of red in here. I don't want to go overbearing with that, but you can see this is before and that's after. Before and after. Actually, I think it still has a little bit too much yellow. I'm going to reduce that again. Actually, I'm going to do it through my hue and saturation. I'm going to desaturate just the yellows a little bit. There we go. So that took that color rate out. So we went from here down to here, and it's a little better balanced on that image. So let's go to the next one. Same thing here. There's your caption all the way to the bottom. There's all that space. You need to flatten your image. Okay. I'm going to select your caption. I'm going to cut it out of there, and then I'm going to repaste it. I'm going to bring it right down here and put it in position. And now I can flatten the image again, because it is a layer, flatten image, and I can come in and I can crop this image the way it's supposed to be. And that's how my image should be submitted at all times. There's our image. So now I have a clear image of what's going on. Not too bad. We got the motion in here, but I don't see the specifics on your aperture, shutter, and everything. I saw that in the contact sheet, but that's okay. Let's see what we got in levels. I'm going to brighten that up a little. I'm also going to bring some contrast back in here. There we go. So now we have a little more in-depth image here. It looks like I have a gray cast, like a sheet in front of the lens, and here it kind of pops off of there. I would actually crop this even further. I'm going to be cropping the caption on the bottom out of here. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to bring this in and make this into an image that has so much impact that you see the juxtaposition of these two guys to this guy over here. I'm glad you have a little separation over here. You need that. Without it, this guy would be cropped out of the image. And we have that separation top, bottom, and sides here. So let's go back to your original image, which is here. And now we come down to here. And you can see the strength of this image is much, much more than it was. Okay, so keep this in mind when you're cropping and when you're looking at your images. Look for that impact. I mean, you got a nice curve here leading us into the image. You got these guys here following back to here. I would probably have shot on the side a little bit to get these cars out of the way and kept the background clear. You've got to be clear of your background. Your background's a little too busy in that, but it has to work. That's the only image. I see two images there, but I don't see the others. So we'll let that go with this. Please send your images in the way they're supposed to be done. Read the assignments and submit them as you are required to for each assignment. You really need to look at the requirements and the specifics, because I cannot accept images in this manner. Someone at this level should be submitting images a little higher than this, but you're getting there. So just make sure you submit this, go over all your work before you submit it, and make sure it is in the required specifications.